Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly an honor and privilege to be here this evening. First, I would like to congratulate Rick on his recognition. That was truly a tremendous story, Rick. Congratulations. Appreciate that. I would like to thank Deputy Minister McLaughlin and Minister Rousseau from the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development for sponsoring this award in memory of Vince. Vince was truly a great man, an exceptional educator who I was fortunate to have known personally. I would like to thank Guy Arsenault and the selection committee. I would also like to thank the MBTA, its current and past presidents, directors, representatives, delegates, board members, committees, and I apologize, I'm sure I'm missing some other people here, for all their efforts in supporting teachers in what I believe is the most noble and important profession, educating our New Brunswick students. So thank you. So it was late April, getting home very late at night. Noticed the answering machine had a flashing light on it, and anyone who works in an office, flashing lights on the phone are never a good feeling. I should probably check that. When I checked, it was a message from Larry Jameson. In Larry's booming voice that we all know, maybe I should get you to do this part, Larry. I don't know. No? Okay. In Larry's booming voice that we all know, this message is for David McDonald. It's Larry Jameson from the MBTA. Please give me a call at your earliest convenience. Needless to say, folks, that was a pretty sleepless night. Never receiving a call from Larry Jameson before. I pondered, why in the heck does Larry want to speak with me? Think. Last week went fine, I'm sure. So the next morning when I did reach Larry, I was absolutely floored and speechless as he shared the news that I was to be the recipient of the 2016 Vince Sunderland Memorial Award for Educational Leadership. Larry, if I seemed aloof, it was simply me processing what you were saying, knowing the significance of the award and its personal importance to me. Larry, in the end, though, thank you for your personal touch. It was appreciated. I would certainly like to thank the teachers and the individuals who took the time out of their busy, professional, and personal lives to nominate me. The nomination in itself is an honor. As a side note, though, I also have to commend these teachers on their stealth, as I have no idea how they pulled this together without me knowing. I'm the VP. I'm supposed to know what's going on in the building. No idea. That being said, I'm very excited to be able to thank them personally after this evening. I'm happy to have my sister Amy here tonight. She is also a teacher working at Tantramar Regional High School in Sackville. I'm also surprised and pleased to welcome my father and mother, Bruce and Jean, who drove up from Cape Breton this afternoon to join us. Unbeknownst to me, that arrangement was only made last evening. So, thanks again, Larry. Thanks for making that happen. I really do appreciate it. It was very special. If I could indulge for a moment, I would like to take a moment to thank my parents. I would like to thank them for their lifelong support, for instilling strong values, a strong work ethic, resiliency, and the importance of doing a job right in both their children. Although there were bumps along the way, I would not be here today without their support. I have to say, though, I do feel bad for my father. You see, I'm a teacher, my sister's a teacher, and my mother's a teacher, and whenever we all get together, what do we always end up talking about? We end up talking about the profession. So I have to admit, as a retired banker, my dad has demonstrated exceptional professional growth in the field of education over the years. And I think he'll be able to hold his own at the dinner table this evening. When you enter the doors of Riverview High School, there is an immediate sense that there are high expectations and that learning is the focus. Simply put, I work with some amazing colleagues. I marvel when I visit classrooms or engage in conversation, noting the innovation, dedication, intervention, and yes, the perspiration that RHS teachers put into their work supporting student learning and the whole child. I want to thank my colleagues. Although I do my best to support staff and their work with students, I am truly humbled by their leadership and their exceptional practices. I firmly acknowledge I could not do my job without their support, collaboration, and expertise. As a young teacher, I had the privilege of working with Vince Sunderland. He was my first vice principal. I can confirm that he was a great man, administrator, and valued colleague to all who worked with him. A Cape Breton boy himself, I fondly remember Vince, with the support of his lovely wife Jane, taking me under his wing, providing guidance and advice while modeling true leadership. When dealing with situations today, I often ask myself, how would Vince have dealt with this? It really does, goes through my head. I am reminded to always take the high road. He was a true mentor and servant leader to those with whom he worked. And I learned a lot from Vince. The importance of working hard, integrity, honesty, laughter, and that you'll never get through that list on your clipboard. Although I learned a lot from him, the most important lesson he instilled in me was, parents are doing the very best they can, and they send us their very best every day. I continually remind myself of this every time I enter Riverview High School, knowing that this demands my highest and best efforts. I strive daily to exemplify the leadership that Vince showed. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the highlight of my career to be associated with Vince once again. Thank you.